All right, monk style surviving. Check it out. Cooking some coding with Ike. So I'm actually cooking something real. So, and the reason why I say that is because not only yesterday did I talk about the EU, European Commission making suggestions to the UN, which will ultimately tell us how we're gonna eat and what we're gonna eat and stuff like that, right? But yesterday, I found out the FDA has also removed a lot of restrictions in terms of the labeling aspect of what's in our food, because there's been a lot of shortage, a lot of stuff that has not been there available for the producers normally to put whatever they need to put in. That's actually good for us. So now they can substitute pretty much anything that's there as long as it doesn't interfere with the nutrient content, the level of it, right? As long, so right now anyone can put whatever they can in your food. You might as well be eating your own dog shit, so to speak, right? Because to some people, as long as it tastes like meat, I guess it tastes like meat. So, but what's been put in there to make it taste like that, right? So, and that's why I come out here and enjoying right now a nice meal that I'm gonna be cooking with rice later on, right, when I get home. But it's the opportunity right now to at least tell you guys that this kind of thing might not be happening in the short future, only because they definitely want to control what we're eating right now. So don't mean to get so serious right away, even though I'm sitting here, should be fun cooking something that I really like, right? But it's crucial for the people that are not paying attention right now, right? Because there's a lot of food shortages coming on right now. So it's been fun being on your computer, being able to do all these Zoom calls, talk to all these people, but all these things have been put around us, right? That we're not looking at it. So while they got us looking elsewhere. They've put in a few laws and a few suggestions how we should eat and stuff. So this is definitely, like, whether it's a vegan movement or something, but I feel sorry for all the farmers. All sorts of things is because first it was the farming industry for the cattle and the pigs and all that stuff, and then of course we've seen the poultry being killed off and things like that, and then of course in the last week or so it's been the fish industry that's been attacked, whether it's fires at the processing plants and things like that. Coincidence, right? So all these things are culminating into the what we're gonna have in like a few months from down the road. Okay, because when we didn't get our migrant workers and all of them, there's going to be some shortages on a lot of things too, in the vegetable and the things. So now, and that's probably why all FDA is going, yeah, you can put whatever you want right now on the whatever you're creating, because as long as it meets the nutrient level that you put in on your label, then you don't have to tell people that it's cricket and they're not real meat, right? You know what I mean? So so I come out here and I show you guys to enjoy you know what you can enjoy when it comes down to cooking your own food still. But I think at this point we actually have to fight for it, right? Because if we don't fight for it at this point, it's not going to be there for us. And it's kind of sad because they got us you know all focused into all these beautiful things they've handed us when it comes down to technology, all these movies that you can watch all day long, keeping you guys all distracted with all of that. I guess I talked too long when my fire went out. So coming out here, you get strong. You know what I mean? So I'm using bacon grease, so it's recycling stuff. So you can't lose the pig, guys. Okay? We use the pig for a lot of things. So please, be aware of what's happening around us right now. It's crucial because what's coming down the pike is, months can go by pretty quick. We were at the beginning of summer, blah blah blah. 70 days went by, 75 days went by, unemployed. Yeah, just like that. 75 days just went by, right? So just like that, 75 days go by. We're now in the mid August, and people are going, "Oh my goodness, there's nothing on the food for food now." So, and the people that's been preparing all this time, I guess they're going to be the ones winning out, like in terms of uh, not having to fight with people at the food banks, at the all that stuff. Who knows if the food bank will even have, have food? Because if the food is short for everyone, the people that normally donate food won't donate either. Okay, so yes, it looks like we went back into to work, right? You know what I mean? And they're saying, yeah, we've reopened a few parks. Even my basketball ring is up. But I think this was a trick, because the more they can get us to gather somewhere, then they can spike up the numbers again. Okay? Remember, they were able to close down everyone with minimal numbers at that time. In Canada, it was like, what, 10, 15 people that was being diagnosed per day, and they closed down the whole thing? Now we're actually being diagnosed over, what, 300, 400 a day, and they're reopening? Are you kidding me? This doesn't make sense, right? None of this makes sense. Okay? So is this an attack on the farmers? Is this an attack on our food, the way we eat, the way we do it? And then, because there's these nanotechnology. It doesn't have to be the vaccine, guys, because people are fearing the vaccines, that they're going to put something in you. Well, they can put something in you in your food alone, So many people like Coke. They could just put it in the bottle, each bottle, and you could just drink it down, just like that, okay? So protect what it is that we have right now, guys. That's all I can say, okay? So, because if we don't take the time to actually protect what we have now, then, and then I guess we've accepted eating, different types of food. We've accepted the normal that they want, because the new normal they're talking about is not your normal that you're talking about. It's their normal, okay? So please, feed your own fire, so to speak. Okay, don't let somebody else stoke your fire for you. Okay, because we're full of creativity. Create your own destiny. Create your own future. Create your own, food, garden. Okay, please. So again, I guess I do thank you very much for coming out here. As you can see, been coming out here, things are, it's making me feel good in a lot of ways. And it's making, the food, like I said, tastes great when you cook it out here. So the more you're locked into what it is, and the more they got you, hypnotized, you're gonna become half machine, because you're already half machine already, with with the phone on you at all times. Okay. And that's really what they want people to be. That's why they're talking about these nanotechnologies. Who knows what these 5G things are all about? Some people are talking about that being the biggest source. But there's a good argument to that as well, if you guys want to research it. Because anytime man has ever introduced anything into the grid system, whether it's the electricity that was way back in the early 1900s and stuff, new things were surfacing in the human system. Only because we're also electronic impulses, or the way our muscles move. That's what I was trying to say there. But when you have electricity, these radio frequencies coming into us now, okay, these are electric forms as well, so it's changing our chemistry. So anytime we've added throughout the generation, as the industrial age went up, and then now you have the new technology age, we have antennas everywhere, we have all these things everywhere, and at the same time, people are going, why am I getting sick? Why am I getting that? Well, you're getting sick because you're in front of the computer all day too, and you never get outside anymore. Okay? That's one thing. So there's a lot of things in our head right now to make sure that we can get back to where we are, though. But it's hard if you have all that in your head. You have to come out, assess, okay? And, enjoy, just pondering stuff, looking at the fire. Because if you guys all been around a campfire, we've all enjoyed just staring into the fire. So when was the last time you did that? So please get out, stare into the fire while you're cooking something that's going to be good for you. Okay? Hmong style surviving. Maybe I talk long on that one. I don't know. I don't want to burn my food here. Hi, talkers. I love you, buddy. Keep strong, everybody. You know, take up a walking stick. It's amazing what you can do with a walking stick, eh? Shout out to my cousin Sam, by the way. The only thing I do, by the way, with this thing is Sam is like figure eights. That's all I've all been able to do, guys. Like I'm gonna do like 8 million like figure eights on both hands. Pretty cool, right? That's all I can do though. Pretty cool. Hey Sam. Thanks, buddy.